It's dark, but hello to the YouTubes. This is the top chat if you are curious. This still very fast train of garbage is their top chat. I'll show you their full chat while I turn on my main light here. Quick. That's their real chat. It's moving so fast. It actually... Oh, here it goes. Full speed ahead. Look at it go. Okay, I'm going to turn on my big light now while you watch them go nuts over Melee. Speaking of Melee, though, while we are here waiting for... Okay, let's make them go bye-bye. I can't hide them, so we'll just make them slower and hide them. Hopefully no one says anything that'll get me banned. Actually, well, no, we can't, because I like having that included on there. While I wait for this direct to start, let's talk about the other big thing Nintendo did recently. By the way, is cam better? Not really. Which is, they gave us our full, like, demo-y preview of Sephiroth and Smash yesterday. Which, honestly, I didn't do a full reaction on it because, as it turns out, that dropped right when I was getting ready for work, so I just kind of watched it live. But, yeah. Interesting character, I will admit. He's got some interesting bits about him. His up B is very generic. The thing that I'm curious about is we saw a scene of a stage being, like, sliced in half by him, and that just was never shown at all in his gameplay trailer. So I wonder if that was actually a stage hazard, and I just didn't realize it. That's the only thing. Otherwise, real fun character. He's definitely one that I would consider picking up. I'm not yet. I don't play Smash enough yet. I want to see, with these final 3 characters, 2 of them need to be exciting enough for me to buy the expansion pass. Otherwise, I'm just going to piecemeal them. I want Steve. I want Sephiroth. We'll see what happens with the last 3. I need 2 of 3 to justify the price tag. I don't think it's going to happen, but I'll admit, he was cool. Definitely after Steve's incredibly technical showcase with all the blocks in the building and everything, he's much more of a laid-back, generic... This guy is a fighting game character, basically. He does fighting game things. And really, his biggest mechanic is just that he has an equalizer like Joker did. Which is cool. Very simple and basic, though it keeps with my idea that Nintendo tends to do, like, conflicting things DLC to DLC, though. Like, we had super technical Steve, now we've got much less technical Sephiroth. And I imagine probably... Steve was a more modern character, you know, Sephiroth is much more of a legacy character. He very clearly was built up as, like, you know, being, you know, this legendary villain from gaming history. Let me turn on some bed music here. Where's my, There we go. Pull that over to, good old start page here. Over to my main screen, and we'll run some nice wintry bed music while we wait these last 10 minutes. Since Nintendo isn't providing us any. Give it a moment. It'll figure itself out. But yeah, I think... Definitely, like, again, unique character. I really like it. I love the idea that they were like, you know, he's coming out in 5 days. If he's technically out today, though, if you beat him in this challenge mode. The challenge mode apparently isn't that difficult. You can pretty easily, you know, cheese your way through it and get him early. It's a soft launch base. Hello. That was a real estate investor. He knows we don't like automated phone calls, but it's the best way to reach people. I'm leaving that in, by the way. I'm just straight up leaving that in. But yeah, cool character, neat mechanics, blah, blah, blah. Looking forward, I think we're going to see another, you know, jump here. They're going to do something a little different with the next one. I think we're due for a first party. I think it's probably going to be a little bit newer. I think, again, I kind of laid this out on Twitter. I think we're looking at a Gen 8 Pokemon. I'm just resolved to it being Urshifu at this point. Please surprise me, Nintendo, with something more interesting than Urshifu, but I'm expecting Urshifu. I think Jonesy's gonna happen. I don't think he'll be the big finale, though, so I think he just slots in at 4. I think big finale, like, we've had all these third parties, and it's like, look, more Smash, or more Smash music. More Final Fantasy music with Sephiroth. Look, biggest JRPG of, like, the last generation in Joker. Look, we finally got Banjo. I think they go a step beyond all that, and they give us something no one thought was possible. A major mascot character for a competing console manufacturer in Master Chief. I think that'll be the last one they give us for Smash. For Ultimate anyway. Sorry, Crash fans. I don't think you're getting it. I think these 2 DLC packs, Steve and Sephiroth, if you were going to see Crash, it was going to be in one of those 2. They've passed us now. We're into 2021. I think Crash's window is closed. A lot of people still seem to think it's going to be Sora at some point. I think Sakurai very specifically laid out the, discussion about how hard it is to obtain music to basically be like, look, folks, I can't get Sora. I just can't. Disney won't give me the rights, no matter how much I try. There, finally got the bed music working. Look at that. A little loud. Turn it down a little more. That was 16:1 sound. And we'll take it down a little bit more in the actual browser window, too. There we go, cool. But yeah, I don't think Sora's happening. Gino's dead. I really don't care. I'll be the first one to admit I'm not a big Gino guy. I was just like, I hope he gets in for all the people that want him. That's not happening. I think Gino is another one of those characters where, like, I think there's a rights snarl that is keeping him out of Smash. Which, if I recall, Super Mario RPG was before the Square and Enix merger, which means there may be issues from the merger that are causing him to be just kind of like, we don't want to touch that. This is kind of a rights snarl, we just don't want to deal with it. But yeah. That's what I think going forward. Nintendo, please surprise me, by the way. If those are the 3, I guess I'll begrudgingly get Urshifu because it's a Pokemon, but other than that, I'm like, I really don't care. And yeah, in that case, I'll just buy the 3 piecemeal. I don't know who even I really want anymore for Smash. With the Sora was really the last one that I was going to be like jumping out of my chair excited that they, oh my god, they actually got Sora. And that just feels dead in the water now. I don't know. I don't think there's anyone left that they could announce that would surprise me. And I'm offering that up as a challenge, Nintendo. Surprise me in a good way. Give me something completely out of the blue, unexpected. Like, not just from a technical standpoint. Steve was exciting from a technical standpoint. Give me something like Sephiroth. But a character that, you know, isn't just another rep from a game that's already in. Give me, like, Master Chief kind of, I guess, is that category if I were a big Microsoft guy. Like, give me that feeling from Joker's announcement, from Banjo's announcement. Give me, like, that feeling again. I don't think they can do it, though. So, I'll just be satisfied that Sephiroth looks cool. Slow, lightweight, which is a bit of a surprise, but they had to balance him somehow. The super armor thing looks ridiculous. Side B is a neat mechanic that you can definitely combo. Sephiroth is low-key kind of a comboing character, despite being slow as molasses. Because his moves are slow, but a lot of them are slow in a way where it actually opens him up to using them as combo starters, which is cool. Also, everyone's going nuts about Melee still in the chat. I don't know if I should be impressed or not, but it's there. Anyway, I kind of run out of stuff to say on Sephiroth, really, without, like, just pulling up the video and going in-depth on every move he has. His up B is generic. I'm not a huge fan of that. His finisher screen. Man, that is some good eating there, though. I want to get him and unlock him just so I can use that victory screen. Like, if it was just the fire and everything and him giving his evil glare, it's alright, I guess. What really sells it for me is the fact that then once, you know, like the snapshot is done there, and it's just, you know, the clapping bit, he just turns and walks away. That's the best part of it. It really is. I love that. I love that so much. Anyway, we got like 3 more minutes here. I mean, I can't really give expectations on what I expect from this. It's Super Mario World of Universal Studios Japan. They're probably going to take us on a tour, maybe show us a ride or two, make us Americans feel really jealous that Japan is getting this first. It is coming, I believe, to the California? I want to say the California Universal Studios. How many more songs can we run through here in, let's say, 2 minutes? 36:30. Yeah, well, at the end of this song, we'll cut the bed music. Go full direct reaction mode. I'm sure there are idiots out there who are looking at this and like, you can't fool me, Nintendo. There's a surprise Mario game at the end of this. For those of us who were bold enough to watch. No, it's not. It's gonna just make us jealous of Japan and be like, boy, I can't wait for coronavirus to be over so we can get our own American Super Nintendo World and go see it. If they bring it to Universal Studios Orlando, by the way, that's gonna be real fun in like, you know, like 10 years. Maybe I'll have to actually like plan a trip to Orlando in like, I don't know, 7 to 10 years. Take my niece, my sister, my mom, all of them down, and we'll, you know, hang out at all the new stuff Disney's got since I went to Disney and had to look at the. You can actually see it back there. Well, you can't, but I've got it's the bottom magnet. So I can kind of point at it. It's the magnet right there that I got when I went to Disney for the first and only time in high school in the year 2009. So it's already been 11 years. Obviously, I haven't seen the new Star Wars land or anything. And then, you know, go to Universal Studios, which I never went to. My sister did. She's got a wand from Ollivander's. Like, she got picked for that, like, vignette they do there where someone gets a wand. Like, she got the whole... Oh!
Yahoo!
We're early! Hey, Miyamoto. Today's Nintendo Direct is not about games. This is Universal Studios Japan at Super Nintendo World. Coming to the US sometime in the next decade. The very first time he'd like to take off my metaphorical hat. He did it. Might be the last time we ever see the directly. Guests are required to follow enhanced sanitation measures at the park. Review safety guidelines before visiting at the official Universal Studios Japan website. We're a little loud. Let's turn that down a bit. It ended up being an attraction all by itself. Well, that's cool. Make an actual warp pipe attraction then, please. That sounds amazing. I would do that. This is cool. I like this. Oh, I recognize that rug. It's Bob-omb Battlefield. I don't know if you can hear it on stream because I turned it down a bit. Turn it up a little more. There are also paintings. I saw that one. What's the other one? Womp's Fortress? Do they change, or is it just proximity based? I'm kind of surprised they didn't use the castle as the entrance to a ride. I mean, entrance to the park itself is still kind of cool, but kind of undersells the scale of the castle. Mount Beanpole with a flag. I'm just not playing with this, but I'm going to keep playing with it. Oh, it moves! There's the Yoshi that was leaked. Those apples are taken from Animal Crossing. God, imagine if they took this from just being like Mario to being like General Nintendo. Like, you have like an Animal Crossing plaza, like a whole Zelda castle ride. God, that would be so cool. This feels like 15-year-old mock-up from DeviantArt come to life. Yeah, the ARG stuff that they do in all their parks. They do this for the Harry Potter section with the wands. Scan the QR code on the band. You can link it to the app and check your status. That's kind of cool. Does it only coin sound if you use the power-up band, or can anybody push it? You got a coin, that's cool. So it's like a literal game. That's actually cooler than the wand stuff. I'm getting the Toad one. God, you know, I didn't even realize the coins were actual, real, physical things. I just, like, accepted in my head it was just a video game. But they're real and they actually spin. God, they spin just like in the games. That's crazy. Some umbrellas. God, even if they just kept it with Mario, like a Delfino Plaza area even. Oh, I see how this is gonna work. POW blocks. Oh! The keys are actual part of the ARG, okay. Oh! I mean, you didn't... Oh, okay. Oh, it gives you hints if you put it up to the key. Okay, I get it. And if you time it right... You have to time it so it hits it while the thing is in the middle of the pipe, and then it shoots out the top. I don't know if I like the fact you have to scan it again just to verify you got the key. That seems like it might be a little potential for bugginess or cheesiness where one person does it and everybody gets credit. Final activity. A battle with Bowser Jr. Oh, that's why he was at the entrance in the painting. I'm assuming this is the Bowser ride. Oh no, it's an underground. God, even the signs look authentic. They did not spare any attention to detail here. Is this a ride, or is this like a field area? I don't know what you'd call them in a park. That tight, it feels like it has to be a ride. Yeah, little Mario icons. I saw that. You zoomed in on one earlier. Oh, cool. I thought it was gonna, honestly, for a moment, I thought it was gonna open a secret passageway. I won't lie. Boom! Someone, I just saw in the chat, somebody was like, I'm waiting for an invisible block. At this point, I almost expect it. Ooh, spooky lights. Must mean that's the end of it. Oh, that's cool. Because the bomb exploded, you're, you know, regular one hit from death Mario, so everything's bigger. That's cool. Bunch of destroyed blocks. Giant bombs, another activity. Come on, you can't give us the answer to this one. Yep, I was right. He's showing us too many answers already. He doesn't want to spoil the whole game. That's gotta be like a... There's definitely metered access to that. It's basically a ride. Now for the part where we make our money! Or as Yogurt says, merchandising. I will admit, their shirt renders could use some attention. They're really not great. The toys, though, those look cool. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's cool. Look at that. Now that's worth getting for someone. God, I'm watching this and I'm already like planning a trip in my head. This is so cool. Oh my god! Popcorn in a star. Ugh, can we just get regular buttered popcorn? I want the star, but I don't want peach flavored popcorn. Kinopio is Toad's name in Japan. Thank you for telling me that. I had a suspicion, but I wanted to be sure. Those voices are definitely coming out of speakers, by the way, which are probably in their pockets. Oh, that's cool. Dad's busy. You can tell, like, you can tell Miyamoto is just really excited about all of this. And it's great, because he makes us excited too. Toad's Cafe. You can get items. Oh, it's based on the game. I don't know if this was in the normal Mario games, but I remember this from Mario Party 4. Where you had to pick between the big box or the little box, and one of them had a big mushroom, one of them had a mini mushroom. They better get the guy who does the Toad Sings songs to do this at the US version of the park. Oh, wow.
たくさんの方が食事できるようにとても広くなっています。天井にはいろんなパワーアップアイテムがありますね。皆さんもここでご飯を食べてパワーアップしてください。奥の壁の窓を見てください。そこから厨房の様子が見えます。キノピオたちが大勢で頑張って料理を作ってくれています。メニューはもちろんキノコ国特製ですよ。僕らもシェフが作ってくれた料理をたくさん試食して、その中から選びました。厳選されたメニューを提供しています。
I'm a little off base. That took me out of my game for a moment there.
キノコのピッツァボールなど、どれもキノコを使っていて美味しい。
Was that a mushroom on a slice of American
他にもたく
cheese?
さんあるので、スーパーニンテンドーワールドで冒険に使えたときは、ぜひ立ち寄ってシェフキノピオの料理を味わってくださいね。
I imagine the food in the US one would be a little different. Some of that looks like it might be a little
スーパーニ
Japanesey.
ンテンドーワールドいかがでしたか？
It only marks the 35th anniversary of Mario. This is where some people are going to lose their minds thinking, oh, is he about to announce a game?
そのゲームの世界をここユニバーサルスタジオに本気で作ってしまったんですね。マリオメーカーのように簡単に
We're as
作れば
simple
いい
as
ですけど、
creating a level in Super Mario Maker.
簡単ではないです。
No, it's definitely not that easy.
皆さんが本気
There's
で
a lot of
作ってください。
animatronics that go into stuff like those coins being so perfect I actually forgot for a moment they were real.
スーパーニンテンドーワールドは日本のユニバーサル・スタジオで2月4日にグランドオープンとなりますが、
I think we knew this already, and also it's in Japan, so I'm not super enthusiastic. I'm just waiting for the US version. which is under construction.
少しお時間をいただくことになりますが、日本以外の国でもスーパーニンテンドーワールドが計画されています。アメリカではロサンゼルス、
Orlando, Florida. Oh yeah, baby, it's happening.
そしてさらに
We gotta plan a trip for that one.
それぞれのユニバーサル・スタジオでスーパーニンテンドーワールドが展開されます。ですが、もしそれまでに
But if you're able to visit Japan before they open, boy, I wish.
ぜひここ日本のスーパーニンテンドーワールドに来てください。
Besides going to Orlando again, Japan's a place I'd love to visit someday.
さて、後ろに見えているのはクッパ城です。中はマリオカートのアトラクション。
Koopa is Bowser's name. Yeah, we knew that. I mean, I suppose like non-super in-depth people probably wouldn't know it. But yeah, it's a Mario Kart level.
なんと6年もかかってしまいました。
Took 6 years to develop. Wow.
世界初の体験ができます。最後にちょっとだけお城の
Take a
中を
sneak
覗い
peek
てみましょうか。
inside the castle. I was hoping they'd give us a demonstration of one of the rides, though. I guess we'll just have to be satisfied with the queue.
さあ、
Oh yeah, the giant Bowser that when the picture of that leaked, everybody was like, "You're gonna have to restrain me from getting on that."
そばから見ると怖いですね。なんかろうそくの明かりもゆらゆらとしてて、毛が細かいですね。
Not really flickering,
それでは
but okay.
先へ進みましょう。はい。もう少し先に進むと
Display for familiar trophies from the Mario Kart series, aka Mario Kart 8. Are there really that many tracks? I guess there are that many tracks in 8.
ユニバーサル・スタジオ限定のトロフィー。これが今回のレース
The
のトロフィーです
Universal Cup.
隣には
The challenge letter from Bowser next to it.
漢字が書けたんですね。
You didn't know he could write kanji? He literally has a Japanese shogun castle for his level in Odyssey. Of course he can write kanji. Team Mario really went on a course that Bowser knows every detail about. I think there's some speedrunners that say, heck yeah. A lot more we didn't show today. Boy, I hope there is. I hope there's more to come in the future.
スーパーニンテンドーワールドでお会いしましょう。ご視聴ありがとうございました。では、行ってきます。
Goodbye. Trademark Universal Studios. That was cool. That was cool. I liked it. That was cool. We'll turn on the bed music again. There it is. Look at that. There's our bed music. That was cool. That was just pure unadulterated coolness. Like, I'm sure there are people right now that are mad that, oh, he didn't announce a new game or a new Smash game. No, I've railed on them enough today. I'm not gonna rail on them more. That was just raw coolness. I love Miyamoto, you know, basically owning the idea that he's Mario's dad. I love just the sheer happiness that he has. You can tell that, like, this is something he's wanted to do for a long time, and he's super excited to actually have a theme park for his characters. That's cool. Again, like, I'd love to see, like, if this goes over well, which I definitely think it will, I would love to see them, in the future add, like, more Nintendo games. Just embrace the fact that it's Nintendo World, not Super Mario World, you know? Animal Crossing, Zelda, Metroid. You know, like, heck, even embrace Smash. Actually, how would you, you know, you could embrace, you could incorporate Smash. An arcade. Where you can, like, that has, you know, like, Smash games on, like, proper fight sticks and stuff. Like, all kinds of, like, statues of all, and like they have all the fighters like in statue form, even the ones from Ultimate that only had PDF or PNGs, like make them all based on their amiibos. So like you could have like, you know, this would be, you know, the Joker statue in there, and like one of the, like an alcove on the wall or something with all kinds of arcade machines. God, they could do so much with this. God, I am, and this is one of those things where like I shouldn't be so excited for it, but I am. It's just, it's something you don't see much from Mario Nintendo. It's pure unadulterated coolness. And I think, you know, this and Smash Yesterday should remind us of something very important here, and that is that the people making the executive decisions at Nintendo are not the same people that are actually making the content at Nintendo. Like, the people who decided to start sending out mass cease and desists to Smash tournaments that included Melee during the pandemic, the decision to cease and desist for charity Joy-Con, which that's a little more of a gray area, let's be honest. If it was just a regular Joy-Con skin, maybe they get away with it. The decision to start DMCAing a bunch of YouTube videos. Those are different people than the guys like Sakurai and Miyamoto. They're just here to, you know, make cool games and cool characters and have fun. The executives are the jerks. Be mad at the executives. Be mad at, whoever Nintendo's president is right now. I don't even remember. He's so not front and center. Be mad at that. Don't be mad at these guys. Anyway, with all that said, we've crossed the 30-minute mark, so I think it's a good enough time to get out of here. We've talked about Sephiroth at the start of the video. We talked about the Direct. We enjoyed it. We had some fun. I'm going to get out of here now because I already did a whole 2-hour stream today. This was on a Friday. Crazy enough. Weird how that works. But, yeah. So today I did, 2 hours of P5R. We're done with that, though, for the year. Still got a stream of Majora's Mask on Monday. Maybe a stream on Christmas Eve. Stay tuned. And then next year, we will come back on the 4th and the 8th with our slate of games for next year, which will continue to be P5R on Fridays and the Pokemon Gen 8 DLC on Mondays. It's over on my Twitch, which is Slowpoke is a Gamer. Just straight up. Also have my Twitter, you know, fun stuff there. Also me being mad at people. But, yeah, that's at Slowpoke IA Gamer. No S on that one. Yes, S on Twitch. I know, it's weird. By the way, I don't know if I've announced this on stream yet, but once we get into, like, some newer content, probably around springtime on my stream, I'm going to start actually posting stream archives onto YouTube, because it's safer for DMCA purposes than leaving it on Twitch. Go figure. Also, if, you know, Twitch ever does go belly up and do some really toxic nuclear stuff, like having to pay for the right to watch Twitch or the right to stream on Twitch, I'll start doing my streams here on YouTube. So, you know, drop a subscribe as well. Stuff will probably be coming here eventually. Anyway, we're now 32 minutes into this recording. I'm not going to vamp for 3 minutes. I'm going to get out of here. So, bye!